Happy Monday and happy Memorial Day. And first, I want to start by thanking everyone, all the men and women who've laid down their life for us to have freedom, and those who are still fighting for our freedom, the families that are left behind. You know, freedom isn't free. It costs big, and we're just so appreciative of everyone fighting on our behalf. So happy Memorial Day. I'm already choked up. I'm so emotional over this call, you guys. We have someone we're going to be interviewing today, beautiful Kristie Belliston. And I'm really excited because she's going to be sharing her journey with Savvi. It's only been 6 months, but it's been a journey. And there's so many lessons to kind of grasp onto. And this is truly going to be a call you're probably going to want to listen to more than once and tag your team in. Hi, beautiful Kristie, I see you there. First, I want to talk about what is our Founders Club. So Kristie Belliston just hit a very, very special promotion, which is our 100K Founders Club. And why it's special is because there's only 20 spots. Because we're here first and we're the pioneers of this beautiful company, Savvi, there is a big carrot out there to run hard right now to qualify for this massive promotion that I'm so honored to highlight, Kristie, because it's quite an accomplishment. When you hit the 100K Founders Club, what happens is that you get to access company rev share. They set aside, I think it's 2% of all the company's rev share, and then all those in the founders pool get to split that, and it's quarterly paid out. And you guys, this is big. It's big because as the company grows, that rev share just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and this is where a lot of the freedom type income comes from. And even if you're here brand new saying, oh my gosh, you know, I'm brand new, I want you to know it's possible. It's a wide open door for so many. We have 5 spots that are filled right now, 5. So there's lots of room no matter where you're at in the company. But if you're the kind of person who's an all-in and wants to run hard for something like that, that is available. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. This is a leadership call. And so I get to honor our most recent, our newest Founders Club senior executive, Kristie Belliston, who, like I said, I've been super emotional over this because it's for me every once in a while. You know, there's someone really special in your life and they come into your life and you want to do life with them. I guess what I want to say is, for me, Kristie was highlighted 7 years back. Our journey began 7 years ago. And this is important. I want to talk about this because this is what we all need to be doing, and I'm not doing it enough, is find your tribe and love them hard. When I saw Kristie on social media, I knew she was my tribe. I wanted to get to know her. I wanted to know her children's name. I wanted to know what she did. I wanted to have her, you know, I wanted to sit and have a glass of wine with her. And so I started making deposits into her and her into me, and we just clicked and we started a friendship. And it wasn't to be in business together. I had no idea ever if that would be a reality. You know, I watched her join another company and I was her cheerleader, and she watched me and she cheered. It was just this beautiful, you know, online relationship. And we only just met for the first time about 6 or 7 months ago in person. But I'm bringing this up because it's so important to make deposits into people's lives. We should all set a goal, at the very least, 5 to 10 people a day. Just reach out and say, hi, I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? What's happening in your world? No agenda, because those are the people that when you do have something that you want to ask, hey, Kristie, I have this thing and I need your opinion. Those are the people that are going to say, of course, what is it? Right? So that's where it all starts. And so Kristie was so amazing enough to say, yeah, I'll look at it for you. And I truly reached out to her because she logically, if I were to logically think about Kristie, I would have said, well, she's a busy mom of 7, 4 grandchildren, and correct me if I'm wrong. She's busy, right? But then she runs multiple businesses, top in her sales at her current company, runs a fashion online boutique, runs a fitness brand, is TV host and personality. Like, she's busy. And so logically, I was like, there's no way I was terrified to even ask. But what is that saying? It takes 7 seconds of courage. And I had enough courage to reach out, and she, thank God, said, yes, I'll go check it out. And that's where our story begins. So, Kristie, I want to just highlight you right now and have you share really back at the beginning, being all those things. Hi, beautiful. Oh my gosh. You're always so beautiful. Kristie is so beautiful outside, but so much more on the inside. You guys, she is building a team. Her team loves her. She loves her team. She is one of the most coachable, humble, servant-hearted, hardworking, most consistent, so determined woman you'll ever meet, which is just a few things about this amazing woman. But when I asked you about Savvi, and when you had all those things going on, I want to know from you, what was it that why did you say yes?
It was something that was different. First of all, I don't know if I can keep this together. Kim, I adore you. Thank you for being fearless for 5 minutes, or courageous for 7 minutes, or whatever it was, because whatever moment that was, it was a God moment. And I will forever be grateful for you for just reaching out to me at that day. It was definitely a divine timing. And little did Kim know that I was looking for a way to help more women. I had a few platforms where I had the availability to help women, but it wasn't anything like Savvi. So when Kim introduced Savvi to me, it was this, I mean, it was more than just a great pair of leggings. And I know I say that a lot, but yes, I was really excited about this amazing athleisure line that was coming. And I was really excited about clothes, but I was even more excited about the opportunity to empower even more women, because the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, you know, being from the fitness industry, my passion was to get women to move more. But what I'm finding here, and it was a thought back then, I didn't really know if it was going to be a reality, is that a great pair of leggings does get women to move more. And as soon as they put them on, it immediately makes them feel better. And so all of the things I was trying to do through health and wellness, I found I could do faster with a great pair of leggings, with a great workout outfit. And so I saw a way to help empower women, and that's why I'm here. I truly want women to feel good. I want them to move more. Of course, I want to help bring them financial success as well. Really, whatever they're looking for here, money independent of their husband, replacing a corporate income. I sit down with each person and I'm like, tell me what you want. Like, why are you here? Let's help you get that. And this gave me that tool, and it's fun. It's fun. I know there's a lot of different ways out there that we can help empower others, but here with Savvi, being aligned with Kim, who was also just a dream partner, somebody that I had looked up to for, all the years that we were aligned on Facebook. And I'm just so glad that we just kept that connection going, Kim, like you said, because there was something there. There was a synergy that was already taking place. And it was almost like this moment was already predetermined for us. Like, this is the moment that magic's going to happen. And I prayed about this. And so it was just divine timing. And I mean, I said yes, because everything was finally in place. And it was something that I was looking for.
I love it. I love your passion to empower women and to help them look and feel their best. I align with that so much, but you never know. I guess that's you never know where someone's at. I looked at you and prejudged you as you're so busy and so successful, but you never know when someone's praying for you to be their solution. So I think that's so amazing. And so in your prior experience, now this is your second company.
Yeah.
So when you saw Savvi, first of all, you dipped your toe in, right? And then there was a switch that happened when you said, I'm going all in. Could you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, the community. When I saw the community and I saw the excitement, And I saw how many amazing, I mean, I'm looking at all of these amazing women and men here right now. You guys are powerful, you're gorgeous, you're educated, we come from all different backgrounds, we're all different shapes and sizes, and we all have different dreams and goals here. Like when I saw all of these different women from all walks of life coming in, and the excitement that everybody had, and basically also at the beginning, we didn't even really have product. We all just held on to this vision, and we all had that same vision, and it just went, whew. That's when I paid attention. So that's when I was like, okay, yes, I was really excited about this. I love the idea of course, clothing. It's a language all women speak. I love fashion. All women love clothes. All women love to shop. All women love to share. So to me, it was something that was organic. It was easy. But when I saw the excitement and when I saw the community is when I was like, hold on here. What is happening? Because I've never seen anything like this before. And that is when I was all in, 100% all in. So December 6th was my real start date.
December 6th. And you just explode, like your team exploded. I think your first or second full month, you did like 75,000 in volume. It was crazy, right? Because you were just so you saw it, you had the conviction, you just drove it, right? You were Absolutely. So all in. Yeah. So here's my question with you is that you had told me when you said, I love it, I'm all in, but you gave me that but. You're like, I will sell anything I believe in, right? And that's really you're on TV and you're a great you market things online, and you were a great salesperson for your skincare company, and that is you, right? That's what you feel you're good at, and that's what you said to me, Kim. I will sell anything I believe in, but I won't build a team. I don't know how to build a team, right? So talk about that, like what helped you to really switch that mindset?
I warned you, remember? It was like, I was like warning labeled. Are you sure you want me on your team? I don't know how to build. I don't know that part of the business. I just know if I'm really passionate about something, I can talk to it about people and I can share that way. And really that's selling, is just being passionate about something and sharing that with somebody else. So I could do that. I was really good at doing that. But as far as building a team, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to build. And Kim, literally, if she was next to me, which she wasn't, she was on the phone, I could already see her physically. This is what she would have done. She would have taken me by the hands. She would have looked at me in the eye, and she would have said, I got you. And like, that's what I felt. I felt like she said those words to me, Tara. And she said, do you realize what my husband and I do? And I honestly didn't. I knew this beautiful Kim from social media. I didn't know a lot about what she did on the inside. And I said, no, I actually don't. She goes, we create systems. We create systems. Like, that's what we're going to do. We're going to simplify this for you so that you can do this, your team can do this, and anybody, no matter their experience, can do this. And I was open and I was teachable. I said, you know what? I go, tell me what to do and I will do it. Yeah. And that's what I did. I followed her lead, her and Tom, and I did the things, and the things brought me here where I am today.
That was key, you guys. You hear, that is what she said. She's like, okay, I don't know how to do it, but just tell me what to do. So someone like her could have easily said, I got this, I'm successful, I know what I'm doing, I'm top of my sales. But no, she was so humble and so hungry to just say, tell me, teach me. That is a beautiful thing. And so you just immediately started plugging in and doing all the things. And it's really just a mindset shift. You guys, there is nothing wrong with getting customers. I love the fact that we are going to be a huge customer company. I mean, that will probably be our lead. But right now we're in a pre-launch, right? We're building our foundation of business-minded people. And I kept feeling you like, oh, I just need to sell, I need to sell. And you're like, you're selling freedom. You're selling a future. You're selling, a lifestyle. It's just a mindset shift. It's just a different conversation. And you now are like, now you're teaching everyone how to do it. You're just like, I got this. You're so, yeah, you've just embraced it and done it so well that I'm like, okay, Kristie, teach me. I was just on your prospecting call the other day. I'm like, dang, I'm learning so much. So you're doing such a great job.
Yeah, I think, what I've learned the most from you, Kim, is to simplify everything, just to keep it simple and make sure that it's duplicatable. Make sure that everybody across the board can do it. And that was something that I didn't do in my previous business, and it hurt me. And here, just having simplicity and having it so that everybody can do it is huge. I heard the other day, one of the largest franchises in the world, definitely the most profitable, is McDonald's. And what do? They make the hamburger, their hamburger, the same way across the board. So people always know what to expect. Yep. And so being duplicatable it's smart. It's really smart.
It is. This is one of our toughest things in our industry, is we get so good that the new person's looking at us saying, I can't do this. I can never be like her. So it's so big. If you catch this, point everyone to the tools, point to the tool, to the system. You don't have to be that good. In fact, the better you are, the harder it is to grow a team. So just be so, like Kristie said, use the tools, don't be the tool. So good. Okay, now getting into the good stuff. So then you kind of hovered there, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 for a few months or a couple months. And then all of a sudden I got a phone call from you. May 1st.
May 1st.
Tell me what you were just like, I'm doing this. So
I mean, one thing that was actually a really important part of my success was reaching out to you and Tom and sharing with you what I wanted, really what I wanted. And so that's where it started. So basically, like Kim said, I was hovering. I was like kind of staying within the 50s, sometimes, going up and down. And I woke up May 1st, truly. I woke up and I was like, do you realize, Kristie, what you have here? Do you realize how rare and of an opportunity that this is? Do you realize that this is once in a lifetime and you're never going to get this again? And so there was a mind shift that happened to me. And truly that was the start, is that there's a right way to think and there was a wrong way to think. And I had to really step back and say to myself, where is my thought process here? I want to be here, but are my thoughts and the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm saying in alignment with where I wanted to go and where I wanted to be and what my goals were? And so that was like the first shift. And then the second was I truly just decided May 1st, this was the month. This was the month that I was going to be a founder in the company, that I was going to hit senior executive. And truly, the more that I was sharing with Kim, and I sat my family down and I said, this is what's going to happen this month. And I need your support. I need your help. I can't do this without you. And I brought them in, and now they were part of it as well. And I can't tell you the magic that you guys, when you can sit your family down and you can make them a part of this journey with you. And that was, all of that really was a big part of the success right there. Is just really almost announcing it to the world, like, this is what I'm doing. And so the decision was made. And I'll tell you what, there's magic in deciding. And I know we have decisions every single day. Do I want to work out today? Do I not want to work out today? I mean, there's all of these things, but really, this is a little bit bigger. This is, you're deciding, backed with belief, that it's going to happen. You're just waiting for Christmas to come. I knew without a question that it was going to happen this month. I just didn't know what day. I really didn't know what day Christmas was going to come, but I could feel it. I could feel it as if it was already happened. I could feel the excitement. I could feel the tears. I could feel every emotion that I felt when it did happen. So I know that that might sound a little woohoo, but my eyes were open this month more than probably any time in my entire life. And I see things so different now. Once my thoughts were in alignment with what I wanted and I decided, doors started to open. And so as these doors started to open and I got into action, doors started to open. And I'll tell you what, the most important thing is getting into action. So action, when you decide and you start, action raises you up above everything negative. Anything that could bring you down, anything that could create self-doubt, anything that can make you feel like it's not a possibility for me, I don't deserve it, or is this really going to happen, or constant stress or fear that it's not going to happen, and living in that. I'll tell you what, you rise above it when you're in action. And I was in action every single day. And the more I got into action, the more the doors opened up. And when I say doors opened up, clarity of knowing exactly what I needed to do for my team. So then for me, it was like, I need to align with my team. I need to make sure that we're all in alignment together. Okay, reaching out to your team, pouring into your team. What do you want? What's your goals this month? What's your goals this week? Oh, you're new, welcome. Let's plug you into the system. Like, there were so many things that were really guiding me throughout the month that just naturally just started happening, and it became fun. It was too easy, to be honest with you. And I don't mean easy in effort. It was easy in that I looked forward to waking up every single day. I was getting up at 6 a.m. and I'm a night owl every single day with excitement. Like, I was so excited for the day. And I was staying up till, Kim knows, like 1, 2 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So there's this energy that also is created when you're in constant action. You know where you're going. All you can see it as if it's already there. Christmas time is coming. And you're in alignment with your team, and you're working together as a team, which is so important. Magic happens. The last month we had 47 new reps. This month we had 130 new. And it was all because we were in alignment. We were connected as a team. We were moving together, working together as a team, doing things that were very simple, putting our blinders on, like Molly said, just staying completely focused and in action. And that truly is why we hit those crazy numbers. And we hit earlier than we thought. People were reaching their goals a lot faster than they planned. So deciding, action, alignment, those probably are the biggest things. And then of course, the rest just comes into place. Like, everything else just happens naturally. So that's the shift. It's here, you guys. It's so much here. It's not, we think sometimes like, well, I have to be busier. I have to do more. I have to it's really not. Just define, like, where do you want to be by the end of June? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be a founder in the company? It is possible. And you know what? I also proclaimed, do you remember, Kim, on your first call, first part of May, you had us all announce where we wanted to be. And I said, director.
Yes.
Make your goal bigger.
Yes.
So as soon as I said director and I put that out there, it was like another shift happened here, where I saw even a bigger picture of, what does that look like? 250,000 in volume. What does that look like? And so automatically, when you can put that out there and you self-proclaim it, it's amazing how all of a sudden in place, you can see the work, but it's just little action steps. It's not something that feels like, it's like, this isn't working for me. Where am I going? You don't feel lost. You feel completely in control. You feel, you feel yourself moving towards your goal. It's actually exciting. It makes it fun. You're in it. And when I say rise above, when you're in action, you rise above from comparison. You rise above from negativity. You rise above from basically any negative emotion. It was gone. They were gone. You end up living in gratitude every single day. Miracles really do pop up in crazy places, and which makes you even more gracious and more grateful. And I found myself just saying, thank you every single day. Oh my gosh, thank you. How did this happen? Oh my gosh, thank you. And so you're living in this amazing place of truly just peace and love and joy. And I know that all that sounds crazy, but I promise you, when you're in it, it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling when you're moving towards your goal and you know you're going to get there. It's just when.
You guys hear how big this is? Like, this is one of my most passionate things, is number one, the decision. And it was big, you guys. She's been here, but she had to almost double her volume. And she did it in less than 30 days. And I really think it's a resource that has helped me tremendously with this, because of all the negative that goes on in our mindset. Every day we wake up and on autopilot, we have negative thoughts. Carolyn Leaf really helped me out with that. with understanding how to take control of what you're thinking, because thoughts are things. It starts with our thoughts. And like Kristie literally, then she wrote it down. She spoke it, wrote it down, and then everything became clear. And then all she had to do was take action on that and just look at what can happen in such a short time. But talk about the intensity, because you were like, I think you told me you followed up with what, like the intensity switched in you. Like you followed up with someone, I think 10 times just to, like, I'm not giving up. Like,
you get tough. Like my skin got really thick when I knew, when I saw already that it was going to happen this month. Yeah, my intensity definitely was much stronger than it would have ever been in any other. So like, for example, reaching out to people. I had a girlfriend, by the way, a really good friend. She's not cold market. She's like warm, almost hot. And she was like, okay, girlfriend, I've been watching you. I'm so interested. And I said, listen, I have a call coming up at noon. Hop on the call. And she's like, okay, I'll be there. So she wasn't there. Hey, I missed you on the call at noon. I know life gets busy sometimes. I have another call coming up at 5. Hop on the call. And then she wasn't on that call. So then I literally, every single time I didn't see her on the call, I just kept plugging her in to the next call, to the next call, to the next call, to the next call, until I saw her there. I knew that all she had to do was listen for 20 minutes. Because what we have here, you guys, it is a no-brainer. Like when people listen to what we have, they are so excited. It's just getting them in that space to listen, right? And I knew if I could get her there that her mind would be blown. And it was, and she immediately signed up with the $9.99 pack, but it just took me a while to get her there. But my intensity definitely was at a different level where my posture was different. I knew what I had to offer others, and it was just getting them to listen. So like ghosting, no's, things like that, didn't even bother me. I was going through so fast that it was like, oh, you're a no? Okay, no big deal. Okay, you're ghosting me, that's fine. That's rude, but it's fine. And then, just kept going and going and going.
I love it. So what would you say to someone who, I think a lot of times we're afraid to set a goal because in the past it didn't happen. And so you don't want to repeat a negative cycle, right? It's hard to put yourself out there, right? So what would you say to the person who's like, gosh, I really want to hit senior leader or senior, whatever it is, whatever their goal is, but they're really struggling with doing it. What encouragement could you give them?
The biggest thing truly is that your reason for getting that goal needs to be so big and that it makes you cry. Like there was a burning desire in me to be a founder in Savvi. And I know I'm repeating a really, really popular book, Think and Grow Rich, one of the best books, by the way. But there was a burning desire inside of me. My why was so big and so powerful that for me, setting that big goal and deciding to do it was backed by a why that was not going to let me fail. So that's the difference when we set goals to lose weight, or we set goals to eat better, or we set goals, whatever. If it's just to lose weight, it's really not a powerful reason, to be honest with you. If you're eating better and you're exercising to lose, not a powerful reason. Why? Like, tell me why, and dig deep, dig so deep into your why that you have tears streaming down your face. Like that is how powerful it needs to be. So when you're setting goals, go deep, guys. Like why want more money? Why do you want more money? Well, if I have more money, then I'll be able to, take better care of my family. Okay, why do you want more money to take better care of your family? What is that going to bring you? Well, it's going to bring, people will be happier. At the end of whatever it is, at the end, we want a specific feeling. Yeah. We're looking for a specific feeling. That's it. And so get all the way down to the nitty gritty of what is it? What is that specific feeling? And what is that going to look like? And then you paint the picture as if it's already there. That will create a burning desire here that no matter what, you're going to accomplish that goal. Nothing will get in your way.
So good. So good. This might be a similar answer, but I want to go a little bit deeper. There are, for the person that's like, I'm doing it, I'm following the system, I'm reaching out, nothing's happening. right? What's going on? You know, and how would you encourage that person, or what would you, because we others, that just happen sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. I mean, truly, we're being totally transparent here. If somebody was plugging in, they're doing the system, they're doing the things, and they're like, this isn't working for me. Honestly, I would sit them down and have a really frank conversation. Mainly what's stopping them is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not the actions. They're doing the actions. The actions are there. The actions work. But what's stopping them is like here. What's your posture? What's your mindset? Do you truly believe that what you have is something that someone else is going to benefit from? I mean, where are your, you know, where is your thought process behind what you're trying to offer? I know for me personally, I always had a wall built up around direct sales. I did. My posture when it came to the product was amazing because I believed and I loved the product. But, and this is in my previous business, but I did not have really a solid belief in direct sales. And I also knew other people's beliefs. So that of course also made it harder as well. So here's what I can tell you. Dig deep and find out why you have any negativity towards this or any negativity towards this. What's your hang up here? Why don't you have maybe a solid, firm belief in direct sales? What is it? When I fell in love with the business model, truly, and it was here in Savvi, when I will never do another, by the way, direct sales is like, it is amazing. What an amazing tool. But when my mind shifted to see how amazing this business model is when also my team took off, is when I exploded. So you've got to really think through, like, and ask yourself the hard questions, because usually that's why you're not growing. It starts with you always.
Kristie, so good. You guys, this is gold. You have to tag your team members to this call. This is so gold. So gold. So do you have time? I wanted to open up maybe 1 or 2 people if they have some specific questions for you. Maybe just go 5-10 minutes max. And if you have a question specifically for Kristie, then go ahead and either unmute or write it in the chat. Do you have time for that, Kristie? I should have asked you. Yeah, I want to help maybe someone out that's just burning with a question. Like, can I ask her a question? So go ahead and unmute if you have a question for her, or type it in the chat. Robert, do you have a question?
I do have a question. So it sounds like you're, you know, on TV, you're all around, you're famous. Some of us aren't that famous. What would you recommend for those of us that have a smaller following than you to accelerate to the levels that you've gotten?
You know, I will say that the most important thing is, like what Kim said, get out there and connect with like 5 or 10 people a day. Yes, people, I did create a really great following from television, but I'll tell you what, none of them are here with me at Savvi. All of my team here with Savvi are people that I have had relationships and connections with over time. And so yeah, number one thing is get out there, 5 new friends a day, no agenda, just connect 5 to 10 new people. And I do it on Instagram and Facebook. And before I go to bed, I always make it a goal to comment, not just like, but comment on at least 5 new people's posts on Instagram as I'm scrolling, or 5 new people's posts, just the first ones that pop up on Facebook. And then just keep that connection going. That's what Kim and I did for 7 years. Basically, we were just loving on each other's posts.
So good. Yes. Okay. Someone wants to know, how much time each day do you spend prospecting versus in your other businesses, like for Savvi?
So I'll tell you, for my other businesses? Oh, you mean just for Savvi?
How much time do you spend prospecting versus your other businesses? And maybe we didn't go into.
Yeah. So as I started growing with Savvi, and this is an organic thing that just personally, it was a choice for me. I put more of my energy into what was growing, right? And then the more I was putting more energy into what was growing, the more it was growing. So I'm full-time with Savvi right now today. In the beginning, I was probably putting like 50% into my other businesses, 50% into Savvi, and it showed. The more that you put into something, of course, the more it grows. So this is my day. I wake up, I do my morning routine, basically just get my head and my body aligned with my day first. Then I have goals. So the first one is, of course, I do a call at noon, and just like what we have with Kim with the ATM system, there's always a place to plug people in, right? So maybe make it a goal to, I want to get at least a few people into the private group, or I want to get a few people onto a call by noon. Okay, so how am I going to do that? Okay, so the noon happens, whatever event that you're having at that moment. Okay, now that event's over, now how many people am I going to plug into this call? So I work my business based on either create your own events. I'm going to prospect here to get people into the private group at noon. And then once I get 5 people into the private group at noon, maybe I'm going to take a break, go have lunch, whatever. And now I'm going to work on getting more people into the private group around 5 or around 6. So I create my little own events throughout the day that is prospecting time, event time, prospecting time, event time.
So you really time block your day.
Yeah, my day is completely time blocked.
So good. Okay, one more question. What would you suggest for someone who's been in network marketing for years but hasn't had the success yet to back up starting another project?
Okay, I love this question because this was me. So I was in a previous business before this one. I had success in sales, but I did not have success in business building. The prospecting side was very hard for me. And one of the reasons is because I didn't have this right. I had some core belief systems that I had to get aligned, plus I didn't have a system to follow. So those were the 3 things, of course, that deterred me from being successful in other businesses. Here's the difference with Savvi. Savvi is completely organic. It's just like asking about the weather. Where did you get that shirt? Where did you get those pants? I don't have to know ingredients. I don't have to worry about someone having an allergic reaction from a skincare product. I don't have to convince them that my supplement's better than their supplement. That's not an organic conversation. That does take a little bit of a sales background. You have to know the products, you have to study. There's a lot more involved with that. This is easy. This is seamless. This is organic. So this is why women are succeeding here in this space more than any other space. Because it's like asking, how's the weather? Oh my gosh, girlfriend, you look amazing. Where'd you get your outfit? So easy.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Kristie. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
So happy for you. Okay, when you said that you have this Zoom that you're inviting them to, and then when you're done with that one, you go on to the next one. Do you have a format that you follow when you do your Zooms?
Yeah, I follow Kim. So she actually, Kim and Tom do a really great prospecting call on Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And so I tuned into that, and I do try to get a lot of people into that call as well. So that's like a really good event to like prospect all throughout the day, plug them into that Thursday night call. Kim does an amazing job. She has a beautiful PowerPoint presentation. Honestly, I just asked her to send me the PowerPoint presentation. So,
Okay,
and I
started PowerPoint presentation.
And I started doing them like more throughout the day. So
awesome.
I would just do, so when I saw in my head director, I was like, I gotta step it up. I gotta create more events for my team so my team can grow too. So in doing that, I knew I had to do more calls throughout the day, but it's just, people are home right now too. It's like such a great time to tap into Zooms because our noon calls are packed. Our nights are like really sparse, but I still, and consistently do it. We don't cancel. Today we don't have them because it's a holiday, but Tuesday we do 2 calls, Wednesday we do 2 calls, Thursday we do 2 calls, Friday we do 2 calls, Saturday we do call, and Sunday we take a break. And then we start all over again. And we all rotate speaking, so we're making it duplicatable. So once you hit leadership position, you're automatically put in as a speaker. And so it's not always just on me. But basically our whole team, the newbies, they don't have to know anything. All they have to know is how to invite somebody to a call.
Well, that's great. Congrats on your success. I'm right behind you, sister.
Thank you.
One last question, we're going to wrap up. So are you getting on the phone one-on-one anymore? Are you spending time doing that? Because I'm guilty of that. I did that a lot. I don't do that as much anymore. And I know you were in the beginning.
Yeah. You have to start creating strong boundaries as you're running. So I specifically I have my time, my calendar is blocked. I prospecting time, you guys, is golden time. Like I used to always like, yeah, okay, I can do a call at this time. And it would be a call during my prospecting time. And then there was no prospecting time. So get your calendar, put all your family first, every family activity first. Then what are your events for your team? What could your team like? Is it a private Facebook group? Is it a Zoom call? They're all great systems. Okay. So plug those in. Where are those? Then put your prospecting times in. And then after that, I can trickle in some calls, but I do a lot of 3-way calls, not a lot of one-on-one anymore. I do a lot of 3, but the 3 ways are usually after the Zoom. They want more information. There's some questions. They're just like a few things. Those are important 3-way calls. So I always keep my hour open after the Zoom calls for 3 ways. But yes, I do. I still do calls.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up, and you guys, Zoom calls are so powerful, and I know like a lot of people are doing them. Some people are just 3-way messaging on Messenger. Rodney, do you have a question? I know you keep.
Yes.
Want to ask? Okay, before I wrap up, one more.
Yes. What advice can you give for a dad and daughter's team for the first time doing this? Because I'm out here building a team for my girls, which are 19 and 21. And I don't know nothing about this woman stuff. So it's just like kind of crazy, and it's out of my comfort zone.
Okay, what you just said right there, that's your prospect. That's what you're going to say. So like, this is so exciting. So Rodney, you can build even better because you're like a third party kind of, where you're kind of a testimonial for your daughters. Basically, it would sound like this. Hey, listen, I don't know nothing about this clothing stuff, but I'm supporting my daughters. They're really excited about it. They're actually working with the founders of a new company, helping launch an athleisure line. I've seen nothing like this before. Do you want some more information? Do you want to come on board and join me, or whatever it might be? But like, that's your stick. Like, that's what you're going to say. So people are going to be so much more open to you too, by the way, just by you being like it. People want to help others. So when you're like, I want to help my daughters, I'm helping my daughters, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, how can I help? How can I help? What do you want me to do? Where do I sign up? So
you actually have an advantage. Thank you, Kristie. Sorry to cut you off, Rodney, because I was a father-daughter team. When I was 18 years old, I started network marketing, and my dad, and you guys, he used to make me go with him everywhere because the success rate was so much more when people have compassion when you're working with your family. You actually have, that's a competitive advantage to say, oh my gosh, I'm helping my daughters launch this thing. It looks like something you could be interested. I don't know, but are you open to checking it out? And roll with that. Tom does that. My wife just started this, so use that to your advantage.
Oh, I appreciate you, ladies. Thank you.
So
Rob,
good.
she'll buy from you.
It's kind of cool because the name we came up with is catchy. It's called 2 Gems and a Dad. So
Love it.
yeah, I like it too. So it's pretty cool.
I love it. All right, you guys. Well, happy Monday. Kristie, huge, massive congratulations to you. I am so excited. I cried when I got your text that you hit it, and I'm super emotional over this because it's just so well deserved. So well deserved, and it's just starting. Like, it's just the beginning, and I'm so proud and so honored to be in business with you. So I hope you celebrate, and I can't wait to celebrate with you first weekend in June.
I have the days down. I cannot wait to give you a huge hug. So thank you.
Yes, I love you. And thank you all for tuning in. I hope you got some goodies. This was a powerful, powerful call. Kristie, thank you for sharing truly from your heart and really what's working. And you guys have an amazing Memorial Day.